No, I just be even kill. I mean, I be feeling like I still ain't did nothing. So that's just how I think, like in my mind. But that's how you kind of gotta think so you can finish. You feel like, oh yeah, I'm flowing or I'm doing, you really doing something, this and that. Then sometimes that can make guys complacent. Oh yeah, I was real close to playing last week. I'm just a guy like I don't know. I didn't practice really that much. I mean, I did like I was limited, so I just had to fill in and stuff like that. And the coaches, we all decided that yeah, I shouldn't play. No, not really. I mean, it was tough watching the team like out there and how they were, but honestly, it was just kind of like sometimes like I don't know, because I didn't really like practice. You get what I'm saying? So I was limited, so I don't know what more I could have really did out there.
I'll start with you, Rashad, and then I want to hear from Chase too. You guys finished, with a 15-point margin, but you go into the fourth with a 1-point lead. So what was the message amongst the team? Were you guys confident through that back stretch?
I could speak for offense. I feel like our message was, we was kind of in this position last year where we was up and we didn't quite finish. So, we came in with the mindset and coaches made sure like we always got to play with full quarters. So my message to the guys was just like, we been here. We didn't like that feeling. Let's just go, keep doing what we're doing, keep having fun and just everybody do their job.
Jacob? Oh, me. Same thing, shot, man. We needed to finish, and we needed to finish in a good way. I feel like that was the best way we could have finished, man. Our defense played lights out, big shout out to DJ, the linebackers and the D line, man. They was doing their job to stop the run, and we was just feeding off of them. So I think the message was just stay what we're doing and just finish the damn thing.
Chase, how important is a victory like this one after you lose 2 games to open up the final third of the season with a win just for the team? How big is that?
It's huge, man. I'm trying to hold back some emotions, bro, because like I know like I'm not gonna be able to play them again, and I'm glad that I got the dub, man. So as the team, man, we got some more things to finish, some more things to work on, critique, but it's a hell of a way, man, a hell of a way for me to finish them.
And Chase, obviously had a few calls against you. I know you said that the message of the team just finished, but did you feel that even with those calls, because you broke up a lot of passes that you were just kind of frustrating their outside guys as the game went on?
Yeah, I mean, I know I've been going against these refs for a long time, and I appreciate them for telling me, when I'm wrong. I can't argue the call, man. You just got to keep playing. So I'm glad I was able to make the plays that I made, but at the same time, man, I wish I didn't hold when I did and, made the plays or got the penalties that I did. So, but I feel like all in all, man, our defense played a great game.
Yeah, Rashad, you mentioned you were kind of even keel still. That's kind of the way you play, but what does it mean being able to come back and then still have a hat trick out there on the field tonight?
I mean, it's just a blessing. I mean, all the guys, they welcome me back. It's just, the team, they love me. They rallied me. They kind of respected my decision last week of not playing. And then it's just to come out and do that. I mean, honestly, I would give credit to the, all the guys up front and the receivers. And it's just, like I said, it's just a blessing. I'm really grateful for this moment. That Fox, though, that was funny. I like that. He could come back. It gets you a base. We need him.
Any of you guys can answer on this one. Coach mentioned on Monday that he wasn't going to try to reinvent anything and that you're going to stick to your guns when it comes to practicing. Did you guys feel like there was a sense of urgency at practice that maybe wasn't there the last couple of weeks this week?
I feel like that's black.
I mean, starting when we practice Monday, because we practice on Tuesday. Yeah, we was on fire Monday. I mean, we always on fire, but it was something about this week. God really dialed in. Offensively and defensively, you could just see it. The way we practice, guys was ready. Man. We get tired of losing. Like, 2 games, 2 L's back to back, it's not us. It never been us. So, I mean, it is what it is. We're going to keep moving on and keep going forward. From here on out, we get better.
Darian, Coach Hill said out there that Coach Edwards, not only he challenged his coaches and then through them challenged you guys in practice, that it was more competitive. They changed up some things. Mm-hmm. Did you feel that? Did you sense that it came from them too?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, and then with the coaches too, coaches are not perfect. We got it. Sometimes the coaches can make a mistake, but they're not out there playing. We got to make the coaches right. So, I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. But I mean, we're gonna bring the energy no matter what. Coaches, they did their job no matter what. Coaches gonna do their job. They coach, they demand, we perform. We listen and perform. That's how that go.
Chase, everyone was kind of doubting you guys, saying, oh, they can't face adversity. How do they handle adversity? You guys bounce back. So what does it mean for this team, as you being a senior, for you guys to bounce back in a big way?
Man, dog, it's day one. Like I think that's the biggest thing around this team is the biggest number is one. We got to do one game at a time, one day at a time, and 1 week. But
DJ, USC was flipping between Slovis and Dart throughout the entire game. Does that make things difficult for a defense trying to guard it, or does it matter who's under center?
I don't think it really matters. Just because we got to do our job, and no matter who's in, I mean, three tight end got to whip the guard, the nose got to whip the center, the two ends, and the linebackers got to come downhill, and the DB's got to cover. I mean, both quarterbacks can throw, they can run a little bit. I mean, it doesn't really change much. So.
Darian, you're the only SoCal guy with us on this podium. Was that win extra special over USC tonight?
Every time we play them, every time, some on my mind. So always a chip on my shoulder. You know, that's just how it is. Like you go up 15 minutes from the school, around the corner from the school, they don't recruit you, they don't look at you. I mean, of course you're gonna feel some type of way. Like, what is it like? But man, it is what it is. I love where I'm at. I love my teammates. I love my coaches. That'll never change. I'm forever a Devil, forever. So it's all good. Every time they see us, no matter what, they got to deal with us. Just like tonight, got to deal with us.
I thought this week was a week of a lot of things when you think about our football team. I think the message that we try to send them, and the message I sent them all week, was about dealing with adversity. And when it arrives at your doorstep, how do you look at it? And they reacted the way that I thought they would react. And in this game, there was some adversity. And we didn't blink on either side of the ball. Give my staff a lot of credit, coaches, a lot of the leadership on this team. And you could just sense it. You could just sense the way they played. It was good to be at home. I think our crowd helped our defense tremendously. When things happened, we needed to make some stops, and we were able to do that. You turn the ball over like we did offensively at times. That's tough to recover. But I think our guys had the mindset of when adversity hit, we're going to play through it, and they did that. Offensively, I think the line did a fabulous job. When you could run the ball for 280 plus yards, you're going to win a football game. The way they fought, I thought, was fun to watch them compete. And that's what we talked about all week. Just go compete as hard as you can. And if you do that, we'll live with the result of it. And I'm happy for the players, the coaches, and our fan base. They did a fabulous job of really bringing in a lot of energy in that stadium tonight.
Coach, you talked obviously about the defense. It seemed USC did have, a few runs here and there, but it just seemed no matter which way they were running, the defense was getting out there quick. What did you just see from their game plan that the defense could take advantage of?
Well, not that so much. We had the mindset coming in that we're going to run the ball. We're going to try to run the ball, become more balanced, because they have done that. And they got two big backs. And we just felt that they were going to run the ball all week. We talked about stopping the run. We said we cannot allow these guys to run the ball on us and make them throw the football. We didn't knock the quarterback down a lot, but we harassed him. We got to him. I thought the back end did a nice job of matching up routes with the linebackers and with the secondary players. This is one of Chase's best games since I've been here, since he played. It was good to get Evan back. But I thought those guys just kept competing. And that's what football's about. It really is. It's about competition. And I kind of broke it down for him today. I said, football's a funny game. I said, our team averages about 16 plays in the first quarter of football. And the defense averages about 18 plays. And that's all you get in the first quarter. And in the second quarter, you get 17 and the defense gets 19. I broke every quarter down to him. I told him, I said, all I want you to do is play as hard as you can for that one play in that quarter. Some of you guys will play 16 plays. Some of you guys only play 5. Just play hard and compete. And that's what the whole emphasis this week was about, competing. It started in practice and showed up on the football field.
Coach, you talked about working through adversity. After going through such a tough stretch and bouncing back with a win, what do you want people to know about this team that don't see what gets done behind the scenes every day?
That it is a team that is that believes in each other. And it's always been that. It's not changing. Look, when you don't win at any level, there is always going to be the voices that obviously think they know more than the people in the building. That's part of it. That's, I've been doing this long enough, and you never take it personal. That's what happens. When you lose, it's no fun for anybody. It's no fun for you guys to cover a team that loses. I was a media person, I get it. It's not a lot of fun. What do you write, right? And so when you win, you got something to write. When you lose, you got all this stuff, and this and that, and maybe this is happening, maybe that is and we get that. I mean, I get all that. I don't take it personal. I just try to lift them up and encourage them and let them know that it's about the people in the building. We know us better than anybody. It's like your home. That's why you have a front door and a back door. If you close that door, you know your house better than anybody. The neighbors don't know exactly what's going on in there. They could assume some things, but they really don't know. And so as long as we stay together in our house, we're going to be fine. And these kids will be able to do that. And it's a credit to them and the coaching staff.
Herm, Evan Osherwitz, House of Sparky. Big night for Rashad White tonight,
Yes.
but at the beginning of the game, it looked like Diamante might be the one to steal the show, gets the first touchdown, and then on the next carry, coughs the ball up, spends the rest of the game on the sideline. Was that to send a message to the team that there's going to be consequences for turning the ball over?
Well, there's always consequences, but I'm not benching Jaden Daniels. You want to bench him?
No, sir.
No, I'm not. And he wasn't benched. It was just the other guy had a hot head. For the most part, Diamante, he's a big part of our backfield. We got 3 backs. But 3 was running. He ran well, and the offensive line blocked well. So it wasn't, you can't do that. That's like if a receiver drops the ball, and what do? Don't throw it to him anymore? You can't do that. Diamante's going to carry the ball for us. Next week, he's running. We need him to run. And he's a conscientious guy. He feels bad as anybody. And the intentions of football players are not to go out there and make errors, throw an interception, or get beat for a touchdown, or fumble a ball, or miss a tackle. I've never seen a player want to do that. That's just a game of football. It just happens. And when it shows up, you gotta fight through it. And when you can do that, it just makes you tough-minded. You got to be a tough-minded person when you play the game of any sport, any athlete, because it's hard. And the other guys are good athletes too. And they go make some plays, and then that's just how it works. So he's going to be fine. We need him to help us down the stretch.
Herm, 2 questions real quick. Were you aware of the fox? Did you see the fox running around the field?
Yeah, I kept telling those guys, just open the gate. Let the fox out. We're shooing the fox, open the gate, and he'll go out. That fox has been in this place longer than any of these fans have been in here, any coaches. He knows this place better. I see him all the time. Every once in a while, I'm outside out here in the stadium. He's walking around in there. I see him. Just open the gate for the guy. Got all these people hollering and screaming. He's on the, I don't know if he's on the television, but I'm like, hey man, open the gate for the fox. That's why I kept running down there. I said, we open the gate for the poor guy. You've seen enough. He wants to go now. You're gonna open the gate. You go ahead. The one guy trying to shoot him. I said, just open the gate. He'll run out. He'll leave. Yeah. That's all.
And also in regards to Rashad, what makes him so difficult to tackle? Seems like he breaks a lot of tackles.
Great contact balance. He has great contact balance, strong legs, powerful lower body, a great body balance. But goes with the hit. He's kind of like when you hit him, he just kind of flows with the hit, and has really good feet. Strong runner, has all the tools, obviously, to play at the next level as well. That's speed, has good hands. It's fun to watch him run. It really is.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Chase was in here a minute ago, just gave a pretty passionate plea to the media asking to not tweet or write or report things that could divide the team. Is that something you've heard, a sentiment you've heard a lot this week amongst the team? And what are your thoughts on that?
Well,
that
I
request?
know this team is united. It's a strong group of guys, coaches. And you have to be. Because when you go through what we've gone through, you know, you lose some games, it's hard. It's hard to win a game. You watch college football today, you look at it, what just happened? Hard. There's no game guarantee. We all think that is a game guarantee. You got to go play. You got to compete. That's the one thing I learned very young. You have to compete. You have to like competing. And when it's hard and it's not going your way, you got to still compete. You just can't tap out and say, well, I'm going to wait till next week. There's no, it's today. Because then you let your teammates know. You can't do it. And so that's the mental fortitude you have to have if you're going to try to win games. But not all pretty. This wasn't pretty tonight. It was kind of all of a sudden a defensive game for a while, right? It was just kept kind of going back and forth, and you know, we're up by 8, you know, and it's like, oh boy, here we go, right? And it gets to the fourth quarter, 3:58 again, lined up on the clock. I went, oh boy, seen this number before. We finished it. Finished the game. Last year we didn't finish the game. We finished it. You know, and they're good for them. They learned something.
Jacob Redner, Sun Devil Source. Herm, just with the amount that the defense had to be on the field tonight between turnovers and not getting a third down conversion for a while, what did you think of their performance and just how much they stepped up in the game against an offense like this?
Well, I want to say a lot better than the last time we played them because they had 100 players. We played them last year, they had 100 football players. I don't know if they had 100 today. I think they had one in the 80s probably. That's still too many. But they make a lot of first downs. They keep the ball going, right? And when you can hold a team to what we held them to, that's they had 1 touchdown. That's hard to do against a team like this. With the players they have 2 really good quarterbacks. I understand they lost probably one of the best receiver in college football. But they still have some other guys that are pretty good too. They got some running backs, and so it was a great effort by the defense, no doubt. Dealing with the turnovers as well, right? Get some turnovers involved in that, and now you play more plays because you give them extra possessions.
Jake Anderson, Arizona Sports. Herm, you talked earlier this week about becoming bowl eligible and how that was kind of their next goal, and you accomplished that now. So, what is the feeling about that and a few games left on the docket?
Well, I think it's a credit to the players, to the staff. We've been fortunate. We missed the bowl last year due to COVID. But other than that, we've been in the bowl every year. So good for them. That's now we want to just try to keep winning games. That's the whole key. Let's just keep winning. We got to go play Washington. I was watching them earlier. I go, oh boy, they got a really good. So next couple of weeks are going to be hard. Next 3 weeks are going to be hard football. That's the way it works. Yes, sir.
Coach, your offense woke up today.
When? What part of it? Come on.
We'll start with the run game.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah. 281 yards, you got a chance to win.
Yeah.
Pass game was so.
What did it mean to you that last drive went so well? 7 minutes left, you chew up a lot of clock, you go a long way. What's that mean?
Well, you finished it. And I told him that. I walked over there. I looked up at the clock. I said, okay, let's do this. Then it almost happened too fast. Because we had the big run, you know, and I'm like, we can get this thing down to, I told them I want to get it down to under a minute. Just take it and go down the field. And they did. You know, and then when we scored, I went, oh boy. I looked up at the clock. I said, there's 2 minutes left. I said, a lot of time. College football. Then the defense went back out and did a nice job of stopping. But that fourth quarter, that drive with 7 minutes was big. Score was really big for us.
And Coach Jason Darian, to piggyback off what you're saying about from not finishing last year, we're pretty emotional about finishing tonight and just the experience from last year. I mean, being so close, dominating most of that game, but to finish it out tonight, just in general, what messages that send to the rest of the team?
Well, that's got to be part of your DNA. As I said, we played 6 bad quarters. Not gonna say we played 6 bad games. I'm not gonna ever say that because we didn't. Played 6 bad quarters. And played a game in the ball yard last week. We turned it over 5 times. Got it to Washington State. Can't do that. You're not gonna survive it, no matter who you play. No matter how good you think you are, you're not gonna survive that. Clean that up a little bit. We still turned it over, but we faced the adversity. The defense came on the field and gave 1 score and then quieted the noise. And then when the offense had the ball at the end and needed to put the game away, he did. So it was a team effort. You know, the punter, I thought Eddie did a nice job of kicking the ball tonight. He did a fantastic job of punting. So it was a team effort, and the coaches, can't say enough about my staff. They coach the players. Come out that type of attitude.